Hi, I'm Dr. Rena Malik, urologist and pelvic surgeon, and today we're going to talk all about how you can use and leverage video content online to help build your brand.
Welcome to From Clinic to Camera, Building Your Brand and Navigating Social Media, created by yours truly, Rena Malik, MD, urologist and pelvic surgeon. This course is sponsored by YouTube Health in collaboration with Osmosis from Elsevier. The recommendations and opinions shared in this video are my own, but I want to thank YouTube for providing funding for the creation of this video series.
YouTube is an amazing platform. There are 2.7 billion users worldwide, which makes up about 33% of the world population and over half of all internet users. People are consuming over 1 billion hours of content daily, and 80% of people have at some point searched for health-related topics online. When you look at the users by generation, they span all age groups. So 77% of millennials, 70% of Gen X, and 67% of baby boomers are all using YouTube for online video content. Now, why even bother? Well, 63% of individuals choose their providers based on their online presence. And people actually turn to YouTube for health-related decisions. In fact, 1 in 4 people actually prefer YouTube or trust it more than their own doctors. And you are already online, and I'm going to prove that to you just shortly. So why bother? Well, one, you can share in real time. So if you have a new study that comes up that you want to talk about, or you want to share information that your new services you're offering, you can all share that in real time. It's also free to use. Now, there are of course resources that are required to create content, and you may have people who help you. So there is some cost associated for some people. However, it's generally quite affordable, and it allows you to control your reputation. And there's so much more than just building a brand. You can use it to help educate yourself or educate others. You can disseminate your own research. You can use it for promotion. So you can say, look at all this content, all these people I'm reaching across the world. That should mean something in terms of your reach and your visibility and how that relates to promotion. You can use it for crowdsourcing. You can comment and talk to other individuals on the platform to get information about how maybe they handle certain things. You can use it for advocacy. You can even use it to recruit or advertise. You can use it to conduct research. There's tons of data within the YouTube platform that you can use to identify information like what sort of content, what's the quality of content, how many people are watching it and reaching it, and what are they saying about it in the comments. It also allows you to network potentially because you may get to meet other creators, and you may be starting to be seen as an expert in your own field, which allows for professional growth. So let's give you an example. So I searched my own name in an incognito browser, and this is what comes up. So the top 6 items on the front page are all related to content that I've created, YouTube being number 1. And so I'm essentially curating what people see on the internet when they put my name in. If you didn't know why you're here, I'm a YouTuber, and I've actually amassed nearly 2 million subscribers and over 300 million views to create content that's educational for people, but also has allowed me to build a brand of my own. So why YouTube? Well, people spend billions of hours on the platform each and every day. It is the second most popular search engine. So people are actually on there searching for content, and they get 22.8 billion monthly visits. It's a worldwide distribution. You can make not only short form content, but you can make long form content, 10, 20, 30 hours of content that you can put up there on YouTube that can be there to help really display your expertise. As I mentioned before, it's free and allows you to become a trusted authority in the space. Who's on YouTube? So this data is taken from a survey of US adults in the Pew Research data, and you can see here that there's a good distribution of diverse groups as well as both genders. And so ultimately you can find your audience on YouTube. One of the reasons I joined YouTube is because misinformation is everywhere. So here you can see in urology, which is my area of expertise, there is misinformation in every subcategory of urology. And that means that there is a need for evidence-based, accurate information on YouTube. And you can be the person to bring that there. It is sorely needed, and it will save so many lives. Another way you can create content is around surgery. So we know that people, particularly in surgical residencies, are looking at surgical videos on YouTube, and it's been increasing. So we've actually studied this, and we found that when you look at the term prostate surgery as a search term, we found that the results were 527 results in 2009, and now there's over 19,000 results for the same term. It's available 24 hours, so you get home after a late day of work, you can still find the content. And it's super easy and accessible. And we've actually investigated where do trainees look for information, at least in urology and surgery, and a lot of them prefer to use YouTube. And it's preferred by trainees. So 63 to 87% of urology trainees use YouTube to review for surgical cases. And in fact, they'll use it before they refer to their text or any other websites to find videos. Now, just to set the backdrop, there are tons of urologic quality educational surgical videos available through a number of societies, as well as the American Urological Association, which every resident is a member of. But still, again, they prefer to go to YouTube because it's so easy and accessible. Now, what I want you to do is consider what your goals are when you create content on YouTube. Is YouTube right for you? You want to be someone who likes talking more than writing. You enjoy or can tolerate editing a video. Even if you're not the one editing it, you need to be reviewing the content before you put it up on social media. You can't be a perfectionist or you'll never get to the point of actually publishing the video. There will always be minor errors. Maybe you didn't like the way you said something. Maybe your cadence of your voice wasn't perfect, but you got to move on and keep going. And you have to be able to handle criticism. There are comments that come in that will be negative. Unfortunately, when you get enough viewers, some people will not like you, and that's okay. Now, what kind of content can you make? As I mentioned before, surgical videos are a great way to reach an audience and educate people on how to do certain procedures. There's also Med Student Insiders as an example of talking to medical students about different facets of deciding what kind of specialty you want to go into or different parts of medical school. And you can see Dr. Glockenflecken uses humor to talk about some more serious aspects of medicine, as well as to poke fun at specialties in medicine. Violin MD sort of vlogs her experience as a doctor, and that can be helpful as well for some. Christina Braley is an anesthesiologist who talks about lifestyle content. She does reaction videos and a whole host of things, but she really blends her life and her expertise in her YouTube channel. Dr. Mike is probably the most popular medical YouTuber, and he makes content on reaction videos, he makes serious content, he makes podcasts, but really a ton of great information where he's educating the masses while entertaining them. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you guys found this helpful. Feel free to find me on social media or follow me on YouTube and check out my website at renamalikmd.com. Thank you.